Hey. What's good, YouTube? All right. What's he say? Hold on, y'all. Hey, YouTube. What's good? This your girl, Crystal. Well, this is KRYSTAL-KLEAR-KIM. This is the spiritual deep dish. I come to get a message out for the collective. All right. If it resonates, please like, comment, share, subscribe. If it don't make something fit. That's not your story. Okay. All right. So, gratitude. May all be having a great day. Happy born day to the Aries. May you enjoying your born day, okay? So I wanted to get a message out for the collective, but know your worth. Again, we are not the same. Somebody may be trying to put you in that category like you just like me or we just alike. No, we're not alike. Everybody is different. Okay, so I feel like you should value your authenticity, okay? So being authentically you, all right? Not settling for something that's not, your worth, all right? So don't settle for something that's not your worth, all right? So I just want to I want to get this message out right quick because I feel like somebody always say like you just like me or something like that, and you're like, nah, we're nothing alike. Like you could be two different people. Again, stop allowing people to just speak over you because it could be somebody as far as just speaking over you, right? All right, so just be mindful. Just be mindful of who you let pray for you or who you settle with, because I feel like a lot of people settle or go out their way for people who don't even, it's called reciprocation, something could be about reciprocation or reciprocating energy or something like that. Yeah, knowing your worth, fertility, right? This is the Empress, all right? You got to know you're the Empress, all right? So may all be having a great evening. Happy born day to us. I don't know why I'm going to say Sagittarius, but happy born day to Aries, which Aries is a fire sign. So, okay? But I just want you to know that the love for yourself, because I see love begins. All right, standing up for what you believe in, something that's firm, right? Standing firm on your decision. Whatever you said, Okay, so standing up. I want to, like I said, this gonna be collective energy. Source, universe, and nature to all the ancestors, known and unknown, spirit guide teams, ascended master messengers, angels, archangels, Orisha, and deities that work with us for our highest good, our most authentic selves. Again, the awareness of Christ consciousness. Okay, something definitely about your solar plexus chakra and your throat chakra. Speaking your truth, but also knowing that you can speak your truth, because solar plexus is I can, and throat chakra is I speak. All right, so speaking up for yourself. All right, again, like I said, not allowing others to speak over you. Okay, being coherent, being in the now. All right. Okay, so like I said, let me get this message out. Water flows, earth grows, air blows, fire glows, and spirit knows. Source, universe, and nature. As above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul. All right. Let me see. Let me get some of these wisdom oracles. I just want to, something about your loyal heart. Something about you being loyal. All right. But don't just settle for no anything. You know, also, just be you. Stay poised. And that's the truth be told. I told you something about your truth. Something about you speaking up for yourself. You standing up for yourself. All right? Standing on making firm decisions. All right? Let me start. Like I say, this is the wisdom oracle, okay? So using all your abilities, hands to touch, your throat to speak, your mouth to taste, your eyes to, your physical eyes to see, your nose to smell, your ears to hear, and your third eye for your discernment or your intuition. Being in tune with your higher self, all right? Because that's what we want. We want divine we want to get back to divine consciousness. That means attached to everything, but I mean attached to nothing but connected to all. So being connected but not being attached. So you could be in that attachment or detaching. Right, TikTok. Something about TikTok. I don't like TikTok. Shit, I don't like none of these social media platforms. I'm just being honest with you because I grew up without it. So I'm not one of them people that depend on social media and depend on others. So, you know, again, I don't follow the crowd. I move through them and I stand alone because something about you standing alone, you speaking your truth. And this is 30. Somebody could be 30 or something about 30. All right, but TikTok, like this, maybe somebody need to take a fast or a break from social media because I feel like when you just listening to everybody and you allow everybody into your spirit, you will be, mending something. Maybe you mending your own broken heart or mending something with someone, a sister. This could be because these are two girls. All right. Yeah, didn't I say loyal heart? I can't make this shit up. I'm not going to never make this shit up for you. I can't make it up. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Always being grateful. Your delivery may be a little harsh and people may not. Again, you may not be for somebody, okay? That's the truth be told. Like, everybody not for everybody. For those that need a blunt friend, you know, because some things need to be blunt because some people are not listening. I seen something with David Bound on TikTok earlier, right? And he was like, and that's your problem because you're trying to be everybody's savior and not just giving people the information that they need for themselves, for them to go and make their own decisions. That's why you get put on the cross. Again, understand that everybody is not your assignment. You're not my assignment. That's not my assignment. I'm my assignment. You know, my family is my assignment. And my family not even my assignment, especially if they're grown. If they can lead their self. That's why I was telling my son earlier. You got to allow people to make their own mistakes. Most people don't get it till they damn near 30. Men, 35. I'm telling you. Because everybody don't get that same version. You know what I mean? So again, you could be mending something with someone. And this is 30. Is it 52? So something could be about 52. Okay, mending something, okay, mending and a loyal heart. Somebody's name could be Mendy too, all right? And loyal heart says 35, okay, and something 30, 35, 52. Again, something about you being loyal. You are loyal. I mean, you know, what else you want somebody to be? You know, mending something, okay, mending yourself. How do you mend a broken heart? Al Green. Somebody's name could be Al. Somebody's last name could be Green. Something about Decker. Maybe Black and Decker, or maybe somebody doing some power tools or some pro tools or something like that. Is that music or something? But something could be about repairs, something about home repairs, okay? Somebody could be purchasing some tools, again, whatever tools you're purchasing for whatever job that you're trying to do. Something could be about plumbing, okay? Somebody could be doing house repairs. It could be house repairs or remodeling. Something about that, pods, you know, something about pods. And maybe washing or something, but I get the pods like the storage. You know, the storage unit pods? Something about pods. I don't know. Yeah, I just heard, what is that? What is that show that be on when they talk about they in the pods or something like that? It's like a dating show. Somebody could be doing dating, mending someone they used to talk to or date or something. So something about mending. In order that you have a loyal heart, okay? All right, TikTok, time. Let things work itself out. You know, I feel like something had to run its course. Or people had to learn what they had to learn or go through what they had to go through. Yeah, sacral chakra. Something is sacred. Something is sacral. Something is it's like I said, moving on. Something about moving boxes. Somebody could be moving also. All right. So just always staying in a positive energy. Know your worth. Don't settle for something that's not your worth. Don't settle for somebody that's gonna treat you, you know what I'm saying? You know how you want to be treated. All right, so treat others the way you want to be treated, but also, again, knowing your worth. Don't settle just for anything or anyone, okay? Because I feel like you got to know your worth first. It's your worth. It's nobody else. Nobody else can see your worth. But if you allow people to treat you any type of way or whatever, like I said, everybody have to learn for themselves. And you have to call your power, energy, magic, and light back to you clean and calibrated. Again, something about your magic, something about your light. Everybody wants it, you know what I'm saying? But they can't take it because they didn't give it to you. All right, something definitely about your passion, right? A divine masculine, something about this divine masculine. Something could be about the divine masculine, but passionate. Maybe this divine masculine is loyal, or you could be loyal. Something about time, again with TikTok. All right, something about you being passionate, and that's 22 at the bottom of the deck. This is 34, passion. Okay, and it says the frequency of the passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight. Again, you have the insight. It's your what in it's inside. Insight. It's your inner sight. It's your intuition, knowing your worth. You can't know your worth if you're not doing the inside work. See, everybody want to work on the outside. You want a new ass and new titties and new this and new that, and everybody want to fix their body. That's why I say I'm gonna say this shit one more time. I'm so glad I did not grow up in this goddamn social media era where everything is put on for social media and people, because see, people destroy things. People can't destroy something they don't know nothing about. When you start putting your relationships online and all of this, or what you're doing, telling your left hand what your right hand doing and shit like that, you know, that takes away. You have to be intuitive. You have to know your discernment. You have to use your own discernment. Everybody not your motherfucking, everybody. You don't even know these people, and you may be trying to help these people out just for these people to go back and not listen to what the fuck you're talking about, or even, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know your worth. You can't settle, and you gotta stop allowing people to speak over you. But I seen this cause I could go, you know, I'm a rambler. In my mind, I be having to, because sometimes I have to slow myself down, you know, because I get so many downloads and so many things that come to mind, okay? Somebody could be eating pizza tonight or something like that, or something about California kitchen, pizza, California kitchen or something about pizza. Pizzagate, if you know what you know. I don't know, this looks like a pizza to me. Somebody say, why they put a brown pizza in a square box? You know what I'm saying? Like, shit that just, you know, but knowing your worth, don't settle, okay? Again, not following the crowd, not doing what everybody else do. I feel like you should go and spend some time alone and ask source, your spirit guide, your team's insight. It's what on the inside. Again, it's intense emotion that lies hidden gems in insight. It says, it reminds us that beneath every intense emotion, again, emotions are energy in motion, right? Emotion, energy, confirmation, energy in motion. It may be something this day, tomorrow it might not be the same shit. You understand what I'm saying? And then that's allowing so many people into your spirit, all right? Allowing what people say to you to affect you, or not listening to your higher self, because again, what I teach, I can give you 2 tips and tricks, but you got to apply it to your own life. I can sit up and talk to you till I'm blue in the face with this divine masculine at the bottom of the deck. And remembrance. Something definitely about divine masculine, remembering, and universal love, okay? See, all this is blue, okay? I can talk to you till I'm blue in the face, but until you learn to use your own insight, your own balance, your own discernment, what I say, it may not resonate with you. And even though my light is on yellow over here, which is solar plexus chakra, right? Because yellow represents solar plexus chakra. We done sing sacral chakra, chakra. Something be about shock. Somebody be in shock of something that's going on. All right, something about being in shock. But yeah, again, with the solar plexus chakra, I can, okay? I can. We sing solar plexus, and then right here up under that universal love, we had universal love, divine masculine, and remembrance. Something could be about your ancestors, remembering who you are. Again, remembering who you are. This divine masculine may have to go through something to remember who they were. You're connected to the universe. Again, universal love. When you start putting love out in the universe, it comes to you. You attract love. You attract. We don't force, or we don't, not really force. But again, speaking up, speaking your truth, speaking up for yourself. Whatever you're passionate about, let it be known what you're passionate about. A lot of people may mistake your your passion for anger. And I get that a lot because I could get a little hype, or I could say it in a different way, or a mean way, in a blunt way, or you know what I'm saying. And that means I'm not for everybody. And I'm not trying to be. And then most people validation, I don't give a damn about who validate. You don't have to validate me. I already know my worth. I'm 50 trips around the sun. You think I don't know who I am? Do you know it? You know, when I start hitting those 30s, it's like, okay, now what are you gonna do for you? You know, 20 through 30, make mistakes. I'm not saying people don't make mistakes after 30. I'm saying you start learning, especially if you're a female. But a divine masculine, it may take them 32. It just depends on how mature you are. Again, but remembering who you are, whose you are. You are a God. I keep on telling people, I could give you the tool, tips, and tricks. I could tell you a God all day, but if you still doing peasant shit, or you still around people that insult you and want you to be conformed by their words, then what I'm saying to you, it may go over your head because you're not there yet. You're around low vibrational people that steady bringing you down, sex and drugs and drinking and partying and smoking and nobody that could never be about their self. Okay, it's time to change your ways. You got to change your ways, right? But again, that root chakra, something about your root chakra, all right? Something about your roots. Again, something could be about your roots, like who you're connected to, your ancestors. Say, do this in remembrance of me. Again, something about the blood, right? Okay, my ancestor blood run through me. I am Jesus. When I say Jesus, I don't believe in Jesus, but I am Christ consciousness. And I don't fault nobody for what they believe in, right? It's not what you believe in. It's how you treat people, right? But again, the root chakra, right? With the root chakra energy, root chakra is I have all the tools that I need to succeed in life. This card a little wore out because that means it been through some things. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want somebody that ain't been through. How the hell you a pastor and you ain't never been through nothing? You know what I'm saying? How the hell you listen to somebody that ain't never been through nothing? They ain't never been through shit. You know, all they party, drink, bullshit, smoke, talk that shit. But how could you listen to somebody who don't have what they need to succeed? They looking outside themselves for everything. It's time for a change, all right? But again, universal love. When you give love, put your love into the universe, and it could be love for self. This ain't gotta be. You don't have to love nobody else. You can love people and not deal with them. You can love people and treat deal with them from a distance. It's not that you don't love them. It's that you love the universe first, and you love source first, and you love nature first. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you say, God. I don't say God. I say you source, universe, or nature. But whatever you believe in. But you, out of all things, know who you are. Know your worth and don't settle, right? Remember who you are. Something could be about your Akashic records. Somebody really want to know who you were. I was the great mother. You can't tap the great mother. The great mother was taming motherfuckers. So because I did a mothering, I feel like I did a mothering role so beautiful. Spirit would have never gave me, source would have never gave me kids if I wasn't a great mother. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't just mother mine, which I had two, but my mom had 9 kids, but 4 boys I helped raise. You know what I'm saying? Even though they had their own mother and father. But again, on the later years, when they got a little older, they all moved to Vegas with me. So I'm saying something about divine masculines, knowing who they are, stepping into your divine masculine, teaching your sons, to men, old relationships and broken, men, their broken hearts from dealing with people who take pieces of them. Again, it's not passionate for them. Something that's not passionate for you, you know it by the way it feels, all right? But something about this divine, let me finish reading this because I can go off, right? Something about going off. Somebody like to go off. Somebody is very insecure, because they don't find their worth on the inside. They find their worth by the things that they do, doing other shit that don't matter. It's the outside. They thinking the outside account, seeking validation from others. You know what I mean? So again, intense emotion lies in the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us, again, somebody moving us from chaos to calm of its core. Again, Okay, so being calm, something about the eye of the storm, something about the eye of the storm, being in the eye of the storm. While all the chaos and all this shit going on around you, right? While all of this shit is going on around you, you in the center. Your eye, all right? Something about your eye, right? Your third eye. But staying in the calm, bringing the chaos to calm. You know what I mean? Everybody not your assignment. That's why you feel like you've been crucified by people and shit like that, because everybody you are called to deal with is not your assignment. Source say, I didn't tell you to go over there and do that, but you went and did that anyway, right? Because everybody's not, just because people play nice and shit, because I feel like somebody playing nice but behind the scenes, they telling other people what you got going on or some shit like that. Yeah, throat chakra, speaking your truth. I told you. Something about you speaking up, knowing your worth. But you got to say, I know who I am. I know I am a god. I know I'm a goddess. All right? It's what you speak to yourself. It's what you speak what you believe. Okay? And I don't believe in nothing. You got to know. Again, we're in the age of believing is over. I keep on telling you. I could tell y'all this shit till I'm blue in the face. But if you don't do the inner work, because it's all about you, don't ever settle, but knowing your worth, know who you are, moving through crowds and moving through shit that don't matter. You know, people, again, people be so distracted by things around them. People don't even do the inner work because it's what they doing. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, it's the partying and the bullshitting and the smoking and the drinking and shit like that. Sometimes when you sit back and you're calm and you see things for what it is, and you be like, oh, well, I see if I take my energy back from this person, they going through it, not me. That's their energy. I find peace and solitude within myself. I could be by myself. But again, speaking that, somebody, oh, you're just like me. No, me and you are nothing alike. Me and you are nothing alike. We don't do the same shit. Me and you don't do the same shit. It's a lot of shit I stopped doing. And I'm not saying I'm better than nobody. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I speak positive words of affirmation over my own life. I am wealthy. I am healthy. I am wise. I am loved. I am complete. I am whole. I am abundance. I am joy. I am peace. You got to speak these beautiful words into your life. If you go around, I'm sick. I don't feel good. This is killing me. That can't. Then guess what? Then that type of shit comes to you. That's what you attract, because again, it's the universal love. You ain't putting no love into yourself. You ain't putting no love into the universe. You're speaking negative things. And when you speak, it vibrates. You hear that? It vibrates in the air. And your words that you speak, abracadabra, I create as I speak. Meaning, if I'm wealthy, wealth ain't got nothing to do with money. That means mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially. You got to speak what you seek until you seek You got to speak what you seek. You mean like speaking positive affirmations over your life until you see what you just spoke. You see what I'm saying? I'm wealthy. I'm healthy. I'm glad that my mind is intact. My body is healed. I'm healthy. You know what I'm saying? I'm wealthy. And that goes over so many people's head, right? With this throat chakra energy. Again, there go coherence at the bottom of the deck. And then what they say? Belief. All right? Believing who you are. But you got to believe first, and then when you believe, then you start knowing. It's okay to believe, but then after you believe, then what about that knowing? Something about 11. Somebody can see 11. 11, 11, 111, and coherence was 13. Something about 13, but throat chakra number 5. And it says the frequency of the throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. Told you. You got to bring all things into balance. As with this, it says balance and insight, okay? And bringing chaos to calm. You are the alchemist, but you got to, whatever you're speaking over your own life, all right? But again, at the bottom of the deck, we had coherence, okay? And it says the frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. You create the reality that you desire. Again, I am rich. When you say rich, I'm like, oh, you ain't got no money, but realizing I create happiness. And what I say is what I said. You know, not allowing people to speak over you and talk you out of who you are. See, some people will come tell you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? You sit up and you start saying, man, you know what? I ain't shit. You know, because it's other people throwing they projecting their energy off on you, telling you what you should believe about yourself. And if you allow people to sit up and do that shit to you, then you are allowed to be somebody else's puppet. But you got to speak over yourself. Hey, hold up. I don't know about in your eyes, but to me, I know I'm the shit. And that word I am is so powerful. That word I am is so powerful. Not what you believe, it's what you know. It's I am. Anything that comes after I am is what you are. I'm a god. I'm a goddess. You know what I'm saying? We don't tolerate disrespect. We don't tolerate lies. We are loyal people. Again, we've been through so much. Time is ticking. Nobody's getting younger. This ain't the curious case of Benjamin Button. You ain't getting no fucking younger. Your ass is getting older. Who you see what I'm saying? Like, you're getting older. You got to be at what they say, when you was young, you thought as a child and you spake as a child. But when I got old, I put away all those childish shit. If you damn near 40 years old and you still doing the same shit you was doing when you was 14, 15, 16, 20, 21, like I said, from them 20s to your 30, you should be enjoying life. You should be fit. Okay, if that's what you want, I'm just saying. Because a lot of people get married young and they accept these relationships when they're young. I'm just saying. You understand what I'm saying? You got to know who you are. You got to speak positivity over your life. When you're 20 to 30, you're still learning. You're learning. That's why I said I tell a lot of people, I say, don't settle in these relationships. Here go this settle, right? Don't settle in these relationships with people. 20 and 30, you should be enjoying your life, your freedom. The free to move about and the free to make decisions. Okay, unless that's either you 20 or 30, you're going to marry somebody, and when you marry that person, you may not be with that person the next 5 years. You may not be with that person the next 10 years. You may not be with that person the next 15 years. Give yourself time to mend yourself from when you was young, because we all have that first love when we in high school and shit like that. And I'm not saying first love don't, but you go through a lot of shit with that person. Understanding that's the person you're going to be with for the rest of your life. You haven't got out and experienced dating and relationships. I feel like 20 at least to 28, turn 30, you start getting serious about life, right? Then you start knowing what you want, Okay, in those little 20 to 30, you believing in shit other people saying and you listening to other people. But when you start turning 30 and you start turn a new leaf in life, you start seeing shit for what it is, you know what I mean? I just feel like give yourself time to explore, see the world, see different people, date. I didn't say marry. I didn't say go have sex. I didn't say fuck. Talk on the phone. Rest and rejuvenate. Give yourself time. When you get older, you can rest and rejuvenate. You see what I'm saying? But when you're young, those be your youthful years. Don't allow somebody to take your youth from you when you're young. Shit, you ready to make a permanent decision and you young on some temporary goddamn feelings. You know what I mean? And you ain't even experienced life. Then you got to say, goddamn, I done settled for this dick for the rest of my life. I done settled for this for the rest of my life. Hey, this is not made for kids. You see what I'm saying? So, knowing your worth, do not settle, all right? Shit, me and you are nothing alike. I'm 50 trips around the sun. I'll never be married. Somebody want to repent. Somebody repenting. All right, something about that's why I said the hermit. Somebody depressed. This the hermit card in reverse. Somebody very depressed because they could have settled for something that you went back to something that didn't work for you at first. All right? Yeah, I can't make this shit up. Okay? And it says, don't focus on the monetary issues. Focus on spirit. And that's the thing. Oh, I'm trying to get my money. I'm trying to get... Do you know people damn it. I mean, now's the time to invest. I'm just saying, because if you're young and you know about investing in stocks and bonds and shit like that right now, yeah. But don't be focusing on the monetary shit. Focus on spirit. When you get your spirit right with source, universe, nature, God, whatever you believe in, when your spirit is settled and you making sound decisions and you talking to yourself and you're understanding your higher self and you're making firm decisions. You know, you're not making just because of that what you was feeling yesterday. Well, I was in love with him and this and that, and because you was in love with him, you done went and settled and went back and took something back that you know didn't work the first time. Then you end up depressed because you done focus on, oh well, they got the money or they got this and that. It takes time with the TikTok, and time is steady ticking. That's what I'm saying. With the TikTok out here, time is steady ticking. I can't make this shit up. I just told somebody today, I can't do TikTok. Don't get, yeah, a lot of people over there getting paid, but that's what they focusing on, the monetary issue. They ain't focusing on spirit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh, how much money you can make on TikTok. Not saying it's not helpful. I'm saying your creativity, the sun card, right? Something about a pregnancy, something about a pregnancy or a son. Something could be about somebody's son. Something about sacrifices too. You gotta sacrifice. You know, you gotta sacrifice in life. But something about this Leo, this sun, and the Hermit is a Virgo. Somebody is depressed because they was focusing on money. They wasn't focusing on spirit. But they come and thought that all this spiritual shit was just a playground, or oh well, everybody talk about the love and light, but nobody never talks about the dark and the dark night of the soul and what you really go through, and them be your own demons, and that be the way you feel, and that's how you look at shit. They're like, oh, you look so pretty.
Mama said, do you want to go to collect?
Yeah, tell her hold on. Tell her I'm online. Tell her give me a minute. Tell her I'm on. All right, but sacrificing. See what I'm saying? Like, I can't just sit online all day. And that's what I'm saying with TikTok and shit. Like, I just told somebody, like, I can't sit online all day and be online all day. Shit, somebody may come through and say, hey, you want to go get dinner? Hey, you want to go do this? Hey, you want to, hey, I want to see the world. How the fuck I'm going to meet somebody sitting in this motherfucker reading? I'm not saying that I can't meet people online, but I don't know you. I can't see you. And you know what I'm saying? You know, all this on FaceTime shit. No, I like to be out. I like to go out. I like to see things. I like to be in nature. I like the sun. I love the sun. I love to sit in the sun and soak them rays up. I can sit outside for a damn near 45 minutes and then another motherfucker, you better get out that sun when you get black. Excuse me? That sounds so stupid. That sounds so stupid. What do you mean get out the sun when I get black? That sounds so stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, our people really perish from lack of knowledge. You know what I mean? All right? So again, choosing wisely what you settle for. Shit. Stop settling. Stand your ground. Being defensive to some stuff. 7 of Wands. All right? 7 of Wands is Leo energy. Something definitely about this fucking Leo. Maybe you could have settled for a Leo, or Leo could have settled for something. Yeah, Aries, authority, again, a divine masculine. With a divine masculine, maybe he settled. Now he just something about this tower moment came, right? Somebody had to set some structure, discipline in their life. Somebody like, I'm not buying the bullshit no more. Like, somebody think now. Somebody wasn't thinking then clear because again, it could have, because they had to block this person or set a strong boundary, set their boundaries. This say stand your ground, and this is setting boundaries. This is being confident. This is being knowing your worth. This is a masculine knowing his worth. This masculine know his worth. Somebody wasn't passionate enough. You talk all this great passionate shit. I got a loyal heart. Something happened with this disruption. Something about this tower moment come down for this masculine to see who was who and what's what. Again, sometimes it take you to go through some things. It's not, you can't see the shit overnight progress. So yeah, you are the magician. I create as I speak. Something was a financial change. Again, there go that change. It says financial and material changes. Something happened. Somebody left something out in the cold. Something could have been a marriage. Okay, something could have been a marriage. Okay, so somebody say, let's just part to go our separate ways. Something about ludicrous, okay? Somebody say, that's ludicrous. Something could be about Mike Tyson. Somebody's last name could be Tyson, or somebody could something about Tyson, or something about chicken, all right? But awareness, being aware, okay? Somebody could be cooking chicken tonight, some Tyson chicken or something. Yeah, this, what they say, Smith's got, my last name is Smith. You okay? Are you okay? Okay, you didn't hurt yourself, did you? It's okay, don't worry about that, as long as you're not hurt. You alright? Okay. You sure? Let me kiss it. It's okay what you got on your hand. Okay, we'll go wash it. Okay. Oh, you smell so good, boo. Go wash your hand. Get that coffee off your hand. Don't worry about that coffee you spilled. We ain't gonna cry over spilled milk. I hope. My bad. My grandbaby's out here riding her scooter. Alright? Something about scooter. That third eye chakra. Alright, but trying for success. Again, something about this magician. You create as you speak. Something about you knowing your word. Somebody said, don't play on my top. Shit. Don't play on my top. Don't think I'm stupid. Somebody is very wise. Somebody very wise. Somebody seek high counsel. Somebody is a magician. Somebody manifest. And that's the truth. It's a triumphant success. It's a success in this because somebody manifested this. It took time. Some great things take time. Something about the shadow. All right? Somebody definitely going through a dark night of the soul. This Leo, okay? Somebody was focusing on monetary issues. Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, they wasn't doing the inside work. Again, somebody depressed. It could have been a Gemini or a Virgo, okay? Something about a Gemini, Virgo, a Leo, a Cancer, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But we got Gemini here 2 times. 7 of Wands is Aries. The authority is Aries energy, and the 5 Pentacles is Capricorn. All right, so somebody was loyal. Okay, we got all those, and something definitely about a love, a spiritual union. This ain't no ordinary, regular shit. This is a spiritual union. Source may have called this is a marriage, okay? And then again, it may not be the traditional way wedding, okay, or marriage, okay? Somebody is coherent. Somebody understands. Somebody know who they are. Somebody don't want somebody to just settle for anything. Somebody that's skilled in the master of what you do. You skilled, right? You don't want no motherfucker that's not skilled. Somebody could be a welder, or somebody could be a Wellington. I'm thinking about that movie when Chris Rock died, but he had to try to come back, but he had to come back as that rich businessman or something like that, Mr. Wellington. What that girl name was Sanjay, her name Sanjay. Yeah, because I remember him saying Sanjay, something about Sanjay, something about somebody working at a hospital. Thought, energy, right? Art, moon, wisdom, writing, hieroglyphics. Somebody understand hieroglyphic. Something is this spiritual union could be universal, or like I said, somebody in a akashic. Somebody used to be married something about being married or something like that. Magic, judgment, Hermes, Greek. Something about Hermes. Somebody could have bought them. Somebody could have got an Hermes bracelet or something. Okay, but thought, art, moon, wisdom. Something about Hermes. Yeah, I don't know how they say it. I think the young folks say Hermes. That's the name of it. But Hermes was a Greek god. But again, Hermes is a name brand. Something about a brand name. You and this spiritual union gonna be a brand name. Like y'all coming together, y'all branded together. Like something. Somebody's name is Brandy or Brandon. Branson. Somebody's last name could be Branson. But again, Thoth. Okay, if you know who Thoth is, he wrote the Emerald Tablets. Okay, and it says art, moon, wisdom, writing, hieroglyphs, science, magic, judgment, and Hermes are Greek. Okay. All right. What else we get? I'm gonna get this one right here. It's sticking out. What is these two? It said. I was taking this one. It say a karmic ass family member. Somebody got a karmic ass family member. I'm gonna take this green one that's sticking out. It say glamorous and model vibes. Somebody definitely was beautiful. You know, I'm like on Coming to America when she said I was Joan of Arc in my former life. Real shit. You know, you was a god or a goddess in your former life, and your husband was a god or a goddess. You know what I'm saying? Somebody don't like that. Somebody don't like right. Somebody was real radical. Somebody say, oh, that motherfucker radical. The revolution won't be televised. Please know that. While you sitting your ass online all day thinking the revolution gonna be televised, somebody's a real radical motherfucker. Somebody stand up for justice. Something about this Mott energy, right? Balance, justice, order. From what it said earlier with the passion, from chaos come order. You wouldn't know what chaos is if you ain't been through chaos. And you wouldn't know what order is if you didn't have to take that chaos and alchemize it and put order, okay? There's something definitely about authority. Somebody is speaking. Somebody is letting you know that they have order over their life. Somebody else don't have order over them, okay? Something about somebody ordered something or something about ordering. But again, this ain't no goddamn, what they say, it said red pill or blue pill, poor purple royalty. Baby, I was gonna say. Again, red pill or blue pill, something about purple. Your royalty, your bloodline is royal. This marriage is royal. Ain't no motherfucking, can't nobody, it say, hide and seek. Yeah, I feel like that with the great mother. When they killed, when ISIS, it's ISIS in the side, but you had Aset and Asor. When the brother killed the brother and he started cutting up the body parts and hiding them everywhere, and she was able to go back and find them, you know what I'm saying? And something definitely about the great mother and Aset and Asor energy. Something definitely about your Akashic records. You being a god or a goddess. Spirituality can't be placed in the book. It must be practiced. I mean, you find wisdom in the book, but not spirituality. All right? So something about, let me get two more. And then I'm clarifying and I'm getting out. Okay, two more. Nectar, power, nature, energy, fully conscious. Yeah, somebody is fully conscious. Somebody's conscious. Somebody, nature, power. Again, nature, thought, energy. This is like Egyptian, but again, understanding that America is ancient Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Something about information. You know what I'm saying? They gonna always give you the wrong information and want you to, you know, again, but spirituality, we in a spiritual warfare. You think I got time to take a goddamn book out and read through the book and say, some say let the games begin. Shit, I'm not gonna take no book out, and I don't need that. I done sat around this motherfuckers and practiced so many prayers of fighting the demons and fighting people, fighting that wickedness in high places and spaces off. So guess what? They ain't got no power over here. I'm fully conscious. It say I got you covered. Source say I got you covered. I got you covered. It said big energy ships. Portals are open. All right, we're going to lead them out, and then I'm finna clarify. At the bottom of the deck, Tefnut, Moisture, Den, Rain, Mother of Gab and Nut. If you know who Gab and Nut was, I was just finna say, it's, I may be sweating under the titties and shit. My t-shirt a little wet right there. Shit, sweating to the oldest. But no, it's real humid out here in Vegas today. So again, something about Tefnut. If you know who Gab and Newt was, again, I be wanting to give y'all information, right? Right? Hold on, Mookie. What? I'm coming. Tefnut. Oh, they talking about chestnuts. Not roasting no more open fire. No, baby. No. Okay, let me do this. Gab and Newt, the Egyptian deities.
It seems there might be a misunderstanding in the names you provided.
Okay.
While Nut is very close to the name of a well-known Egyptian deity, Nut, Deb, does not directly correspond to a prominent Egyptian god or goddess. Let's clarify. Nut, pronounced Nut, a major goddess in ancient Egyptian mythology. Goddess of the sky, heavens, and the cosmos. Often depicted as a woman arched over the earth, her body representing the
Hey, y'all.
believed
How
to
y'all
swallow
doing?
the sun each night and give birth to it again.
I'm
in the
just
morning.
not seeing y'all.
Also considered a mother goddess, giving birth
Hey,
to
hey,
the
hey,
stars
hey.
and several important
Giving birth to the
deities
stars
like
and
Sun,
shit, right?
Isis, Set, and Nephthys.
You hear it?
The name Deb is not typically recognized as the name of an Egyptian deity. There is a
Okay,
possibility
baby.
less
Nana
prominent
online, please. While I'm online. The little doggy you see is so cute. I know.
This exact name in standard Egyptian pantheon.
Okay.
It's possible you might be thinking of a
Okay,
different
because this
name.
AI could go on and on. But Gab and Newt, right? It's like the stars. It says Den of Rain, mother of Gab and Newt, and Lioness. Tefnut was the mother of Gab and Newt. Okay. Again, most of these Egyptian deities was brothers and sisters. You got to understand that, okay? You know, just like Adam and Eve, they had to be brother and sister or some shit like. I'm just telling you, okay? So just clarifying. I just wanted you to know because it's a lot of Egyptian deity that's coming out. All right. So, all right, just knowing who you are. Don't settle and don't let people speak over you and tell you who you are. You got to know who you are. My time is 7-11. Something about 7-11. Okay, but it's 7-11 here in Vegas. All right. Let me finish. I'm finna clarify because my grandbaby she wanted me to see that dog. They want a dog. What's this TikTok? What's this TikTok energy? Please and thank you, Spirit. Please clarify TikTok for me. Clarify TikTok for me, please. Clarify TikTok for me. Yeah, something about timing. Perfect timing. Something about this spiritual marriage, this spiritual union. Something about a marriage. Somebody who loves you and you love them. Somebody who ain't no I got love. Somebody that's passionate about you and they show you that they're passionate about you. But you could be falling in love, okay? Or something about, again, we don't fall in love. We grow in love. We don't fall. Again, something about the timing. Give yourself time. Give yourself time to heal from old relationships, old wounds. Don't go in and just start fucking somebody else because your marriage over. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself time to heal. The right person at the divine timing will come in. All right? Because you got to lower your heart. Something about this Cancer. With that 2 of Cups. That's a spiritual marriage. That's a spiritual union. What about this loyal heart? You being loyal. Yeah, the world card. Somebody got some karmic ass family members. It's in the second row. Somebody don't want to change some cycles because that world card come in reverse. Somebody want to stay in this cycle with you. Somebody wants you to stay in this cycle with them because they know you have a loyal heart. Right? But they know you're making something about a dream. You could have seen something in a dream. But you definitely got a disruption in the karmic ass family members. Something happened. Something came to an end. Somebody didn't want you to change. Somebody did not want you. They want you to settle for this bullshit. But you know your worth. Something about you, somebody that's passionate for you. Somebody who, you know what I'm saying? Fuck what it look like. It is what it is. A lot of people looking at ass and shit and all this shit and all the superficial shit and people getting ass shots and doing this and that. Okay, but the world card can represent fixed signs like Aquarius, Scorpio. No. I'm sorry. Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius. Yeah. So Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus. But the 2 of Cups was Cancer. And the Hermit was Virgo, which somebody is depressed. Okay? And the Sun is Leo. And the Shadow is Cancer. And the Triumphant Success is the Ace of Wands, which is Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. The Awareness with the Magician card is Gemini. The financial and material changes is 5 of Pentacles is Capricorn. The 4 of the authority, the Emperor is Aries. And that stand your ground was Leo, right? And the 7 of Wands. All right, what about this passion? Who's passionate? Who is this divine masculine that's passionate? All right, but he got some crazy ass, something about glamorous. Something about Fergie. I know the glamorous life it on me. Right. Something about the Hermit, a Virgo. Something about a Virgo. Something passionate. Somebody did some inner work, their inner light. See, letting your inner light shine. Somebody had to go through that. Again, with this karmic ass family members. Somebody could be into art or writing. Somebody very wise with the wisdom, the hieroglyphs. Again, somebody have ancient royal family. Okay? Somebody have ancient royal family. Somebody is very radical. All right? Somebody is passionate. Throat chakra. What's this throat chakra? Speaking your truth. What's this throat chakra? I speak. Who's speaking? Right? I speak when somebody says I speak when spoken to. Yeah, 6 of Swords, moving into calmer waters. I told you, being in the eye of the storm. You know why everybody else, 5 is like moving, the 6 of Swords is Aquarius energy. Somebody wants you to crash out. You're like, I ain't crashing out. The Emperor, there go the Emperor again, divine masculine, the Emperor, authority, taking authority over your life, going into the calmer part. Somebody could be traveling internationally. Somebody could be getting their passport. Somebody may want to travel with you. I say, I don't want to sit around and waste my life, you know what I'm saying, and do nothing and sit here. You think I was just born to go to work and pay bills and come home, eat, sleep, and shit? No, I'm supposed to get out and I'm supposed to enjoy life. Taking a boat ride, somebody could be going to Italy, something about Italy, all right? Or somebody's name could be Italy or Italian. Somebody could be Italian. Somebody could have Italian in their bloodline. Oh yeah, somebody wants you to give up. This hermit, somebody depressed. They want you to. Somebody about to give up. This Virgo about to give up. That's Aquarius. That's Sagittarius. Somebody really wants you to give up. Somebody really, really, really depressed. Something about this Virgo being super depressed and not even aware. Maybe somebody's sending darts or something about dark energy. Somebody's sending dark energy wanting you to give up. Something about this Aquarius, not Aquarius. Something about this Virgo is depressed. Sagittarius energy. A Virgo could be dealing with a Sagittarius, don't have to be. But I'm telling you, that's the energy. And somebody wants you to give up. Or somebody can have a Virgo in their top 3. All right? Yeah, something about you holding on to your energy. Or something about you releasing them at the bottom of the deck. Something about you release their energy. All right? Something about release. Okay, because we got four pentacles, which is Capricorn energy. And then we got release, which is Scorpio energy, which is ending something. Again, a change got to come. Something about your spiritual transformation. Something about you being spiritually in tune. What's this? Don't focus on monetary issues. Focus on spirit. What's this? How y'all doing today? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Yeah, there go the Emperor. Didn't I tell you? Somebody more worried about money, but somebody else said, man, I'm taking time to get my soul right. I got to get myself right. Something about this Emperor setting some structure, discipline. Okay? All right? Oh, love and something about organ. Something about organization, though. Again, from chaos. Again, spirit is not the author of confusion, and confusion don't breed healed energy don't breed chaos. Only disorganized and only people that's not healed bring chaos and confusion into your life. Somebody know exactly who they are. Somebody want to bring you back down to where you don't know your worth. And you're like, no, I realize that I create happiness with this sun card. Right, Chariot, setting some type of structured discipline. Right, okay? Something about rewards, okay? You will be rewarded. Definitely with that sun card. Somebody got, again, I told you spirituality can't be placed in the book, but you see that heart chakra? Somebody's heart is right. Somebody keeping their heart light as a feather, okay? Something definitely about the Chariot in the middle of the deck. And we have Capricorn, 4 of Pentacles. Somebody holding on to your energy. 10 of Pentacles, something about an inheritance. Something definitely about financial security, okay? Something about your financial security, okay? All right, let's see what this sun is. This sun is, again, somebody was stuck. 12, this awakening. This is hangman. Somebody was stuck, but somebody coming out that stuck energy. Somebody see the light. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Somebody didn't see it at first because somebody was stuck. Somebody roots, again, with this root of the tree, upside down. Something about the roots. Again, this karmic ass family member. All right. What's this stand your ground with the 7 of Wands, Leo energy? That was Leo with the sun, and then the awakening with the hangman coming in reverse. Hangman in reverse is like coming out of stuck position. Like you could have been stuck. Again, you were stuck in chaos and confusion. Somebody wants you to crash out behind some stupid shit, but you stayed calm and stayed in the eye of the storm, stayed in the center. While everybody else around you going through chaos and conflict, you took time out to find out who you were. Again, you may have been in a depressed state, or your family members may be depressed right now, but standing your ground because you stood up for yourself. Maybe you blocked their ass. Block their ass on social media. Something about a lover, an ex-lover, or ex or something, a Leo and a Cancer. A Leo, Cancer, and a Virgo. Oh, I just heard Leo, Cancer, and a Virgo because you had a loyal heart. Baby, I'm not finna fuck behind you. I'm not going behind you fucking nobody. If I know you and I know you fuck with that person and me and you was cool, I'm not going behind your back. I'm not even flirting with them. You hear me? And see, and I feel like that's why you left some shit out in the cold. You was like, I'm not finna go through that shit. Because if you flirt with them and I'm flirting with them and me and you friends, then you'll fuck them. after I fucked him. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm the type of person, if that's what you want, I'm going to give you all the space you need in the world. But what's meant for you is meant for you. That's why you didn't settle and know your worth. Because if a motherfucker sit up and flirt with another motherfucker online all day, and then sit up and flirt with you and they know that y'all cool or y'all friends, I'm not going to be in that circle of friends. I'm not going to be in that circle. I'm going to take myself, I'm going to stand my ground. I'm going to block every motherfucking thing that's moving. Your Page of Pentacles, right? Because I'm going to take action. Something about shit taking action, right? Shit. I'm too enthusiastic about life to be worried about one motherfucking dick in the sea, one fish in the sea. Motherfucker, the fish has got plenty of motherfuckers in the sea. You think I'm something, somebody's name is Charlie, or remember that tuna can? Talking about the fish in the sea. But see, because he got a lizard right here. Something about a lizard. Somebody said I had to wrestle the alligator for his shoes. Somebody said I had to wrestle the alligator for his shoes. Somebody got some alligator shoes. Shit. Somebody here, lizard. Yeah, because if you lick on her, you try to come and lick on me, it's not going to work. You feel what I'm trying to tell you? It's not working. Something about this Leo. Something about a Leo and a Page of Pentacles. Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, right? But something about you being optimistic. Like, it's so many different men, fish in the sea, whether you like men or women, whether you like same-sex relationships or not. I'm just saying, it's so many people out here for me to be choked up on one motherfucker. You got to be shitting me. I'm out saying, man, I'm going to use my time wisely because I understand I ain't got no whole lot of time left. You know what I'm saying? Shit, life is lifing, and you must enjoy it. I'm 53. I ain't got time. Yeah, something was a painful choice and decision, a disruption. Something was a lightning fast moment. Something happened with this tower moment. Something was a foundational shift. Somebody say, oh, she wasn't part of that shit. No, I'm not. Somebody was scared to make a decision. Shit, you made it for them because you were optimistic. You knew it's more than two fish in the sea. Me, you, and he. He, she, and him. What we gonna do, baby? Something about authority. Something about authority. Somebody took authority over there. Like this divine masculine, I ain't got time. Something about a Virgo and passionate. All right? Something about your light. Something about that night. Something could be about the moon. Your Virgo could be moon. Shit, something about your passion. All right? The authority. This Aries. Something about this authority. This Aries standing up. Yeah, the sun. There go the sun again. Something about a Leo. Somebody took authority. Somebody, realizing they create their own happiness. Something about this sun card. Something was illuminated. Something could have been about a kid or a child. Something about a pregnancy. You could have known this Leo got somebody pregnant, or somebody could have got the Leo pregnant. It could have been a Virgo. Or the Leo may have been flirting with the Virgo or fucking with the Virgo. That's what I just heard. The Leo was fucking with the Virgo too. I feel like they was in your circle of friends, but like everybody you flirt with, they want to flirt with too. Just because, I don't know, because they was trying to see if they could push your buttons or some shit. Somebody say, shit, don't play. One thing you're not going to do is play on my top, baby, because I'll get rid of every motherfucking thing smoking. Me and you won't even be, it ain't that I'm not considering you my friend, because I don't consider motherfucking friends. They associates. Because if you do some shit like that behind my back, or you go and flirt with the same mother here, Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. I'm very stable. I'm a very loyal person. And what you not gonna do, talking about what I bring to the table, baby, I can rub my man back. Shit, what you talking about? Running bad water, cook a good meal. I'm a Jackie of all motherfucking trade. I'm a Kim of all trades, baby. Don't ever get it twisted. And Kim stand for keeping it moving. If I got to move on, shit, because I know that I'm stable on my motherfucking own. See how she hold that pentacle in her hand? Shit, because guess what? You're not gonna play no games with me. I'm gonna speak my truth and I'm gonna move on to calmer waters. And that's just what the fuck it is. I will leave this shit out in the cold because it's financial and material changes. That shit is materialistic to me. Baby, I'm stable. Stable in the mind. Stable in the body. Stable home. You know what I'm saying? I ain't out roaming and looking for shit outside of myself to make me happy. This is stability, and this is what it comes. Somebody even got a little rabbit. Somebody say something about a rabbit. Yeah, shit. Somebody say, I got a rabbit as a pet. I don't need a dog. Somebody Pebbles. Somebody named Pebble or something. Somebody got a dog. Somebody got a dog named Nigel, and he black. And somebody say, bring your black ass here. No, spirit, y'all crazy. Somebody got a black dog named Nigel. And they may be white family members. Talking about, that's the only time they can call them up. Nigel, bring your black ass here. With this magician card, right? The high priestess. Somebody seen something. Somebody know. Somebody know the mysteries of the unknown. Somebody say spirituality can't be placed in the book. It's your intuition that's so sharp. Your third eye is on motherfucking point. I'm telling you, with this Pisces energy. You see, you know it. You know, again, awareness. Somebody manifested this Queen of Pentacles, a wife. Do you know what Queen of Pentacles stand for? A wife. A wife. A wife. Somebody manifested this wife. What's this Gemini, this awareness? Somebody aware that somebody is loyal and a wife. Somebody was wasting time. Wasting time. Somebody a pastor. Somebody on some past shit. Past her. Somebody past her. Some past her and her bullshit. Somebody spoke that shit into existence. Somebody depressed because you left them and they want you to give up now. Somebody trying to wish them motherfucking bad vibes on you. Right, magician. How the magician on top of the magician? I'm like the emperor with the arm. I'm like the emperor with the arms. Straight up. How I'm gonna make this shit up? Somebody manifested this motherfucking wife. Somebody know this wife gonna make them happy. They had to cut a motherfucker out with this two of swords and make a decision because they had to take action, goddammit, and they were optimistic about their future. Somebody trying to keep somebody in some old shit, but they had to stand their fucking ground. You hear me? Shit. Why the magician come on top of the motherfucking magician? Somebody double manifested. Somebody manifests rapidly, and that's a triumphant success with the Ace of Swords. That's the truth. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna never lie to you. Somebody Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and the magician is Gemini energy. I create as I speak, abracadabra. I create as I speak. I say I speak love into the universe. I say I speak light into the universe. I say I speak those things that I seek into it. I see what I speak. All right? Somebody spoke that shit. Somebody say, I want a wife. I want a husband. Spirit say, okay, spiritual union it is. We got two of cups out here 2 times. We got somebody was mending something. It could have been somebody you talked to from your past. Okay, right, because they're trying for success. Whatever somebody was in that defeated energy, they are lying. Somebody gamble a lot. Somebody gamble, lie, cheat, steal. Something about the shit that they do to end them in jail. Five of Swords energy. Something about Aquarius. On top of the Aquarius, ain't no trying for success and gambling your life away. Gambling, this type of motherfucker go and gamble the whole goddamn house away. Shit, before you know it, you like, honey, did you pay the house note? Shit, the motherfucker went and gambled the money. Straight up, emperor. Somebody lied on the masculine like he ain't paid the bill. Well, I thought I gave you. Baby, somebody will lie, cheat, steal. Somebody will cut you to get to the top. So just to be successful. And that knife, that truth, cuts like a motherfucking sword. This Aquarius energy. Something about Aquarius. So I don't know why I just heard with the emperor. Something about Aquarius moon. Somebody have an Aquarius moon with this shadow next door to it. Something about the shadow. What they do in the dark, it come to the light. Somebody was lying. Talking about they ain't gamble the money away. You did gamble though. But you did though. And you did it in the dark. And then whatever you did in the dark, you got defeated. And you could have been stealing. See that stealing? Lying, cheating, rape, murder. All that. That's what that means. I'm just telling you what Five of Swords mean. But it's this, they defeated. They wanted to be a success. But this confirmation, I don't even know where that come from, but that Two of Swords, you knew you had to cut their ass out. Two of Swords mean Libra energy. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. And Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Somebody is a master manipulator. That's what Spirit just said with those two motherfucking magicians. Somebody tried to throw some double magic your way, and you double turn that shit back to them. You sent that shit right back. Somebody say, I detox from all that old shit. I don't gamble. I don't steal no more. I changed my life for the better. Not saying that I'm better than nobody. I just said I don't steal. I don't lie. I don't cheat no more. I have a loyal heart. I've been loyal. My name is loyal. What's this shadow card? But what somebody did in the dark, that lying, that stealing, that cheating, that gambling, somebody gambled their whole house away, their whole household. Shit, even the dog and the rabbit. Right, chariot. And somebody said some structured discipline and left their ass. Something even about the vehicle. Something about the car even got took. Somebody even somebody sold the car to gamble. Somebody went and sold the whole goddamn car to gamble to get money back. Somebody living paycheck to paycheck. Somebody broke. shit. And we all one paycheck away from being broke. But I'm just saying, this motherfucker got a broke spirit. And a broke spirit dries the bones. And he will dry your motherfucking house out if you let him drain you dry. Somebody is draining somebody dry. Emotionally, intelligent, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. Somebody is, know your worth. You keep settling for this bullshit and keep going to this same shit that you know this motherfucker been doing. That's why you feeling crucified and you on a cross. Because you keep dealing with this piece of shit. Let this motherfucker go. I hate to say it like that, but it is what it is. Because if I say it nice, you only let what people do to you. You only allow people to do you like that. No, fuck that. Let that motherfucker go. That motherfucker's a liar, a cheater. They impulsive. They take actions. They do shit that they shouldn't even be doing. And then you got to calm yourself telling you to calm down. That's the biggest narcissist shit I ever seen in my motherfucking life. The only thing ain't popped out here was a motherfucking devil, which represents Capricorn, which represents the ego or being bound by some shit. Somebody got you bound in their motherfucking darkness. Again, like I told you, because somebody depressed. And when they depressed, guess what? They got you stressed. Depressed is stress. Depressed and stress. What's this thought energy? What's this thought energy? This wisdom, this right. Look where it landed at. I wish I could show you right here. You see it? It landed right there, in between. Or something definitely was a third party. They were working with third party energy. Something about these friendships and collaboration. Three of Cups. Yeah. Somebody, a Three of Cups is Cancer energy. Thought energy. Somebody very, very emotional. Something could be about a party, a baby shower. I told you motherfuckers don't do, but it's waste time, party, bullshit. Something about this marriage. Somebody was a third party in a marriage. Thought energy. Again, all right? Somebody, a karmic ass family member. That's why. Again, this could be three or more people. Three people in your family. Something about three. Damn. What this karmic ass family member is. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. You stand alone. Something about you being single. Something about you being able to purchase what you want. Somebody try to call you broke, but something about the moon in reverse. I told you, whatever they do in the dark gonna come to the light. Something about your money. Somebody did not want you to have nothing. Somebody wants you to be dead ass broke. They didn't want you to cut shit off. They didn't want you to cut them off. They didn't want you to walk away. Again, these in the world card in reverse, right? With the karmic ass family member. Remember the word card come in reverse? Because they know they trying to play on your lower heart and your top. Like you stupid. But you already know who they are. Because you're glamorous and you give model vibes. Something about a model. Something about a model car. What is that? Tesla? Somebody could have a Tesla or something. Something about a model. Someone say make it model. Somebody a car. Somebody say what's your make and model of your car? But somebody is very glamorous. And they give glamorous vibes. With that Nine of Pentacles in upright. Something about this Virgo. Again, did I just tell you again? Something could be about a Virgo moon, because that moon come in reverse. Didn't I just tell you somebody had a Virgo moon? I can't make this shit up. Yeah, I can't make this shit up. I'm not never gonna make this shit up. They say what the moon card, right? I told you what somebody do in the dark and come to the light. Shit. Somebody say you got it all twisted. This karmic family member, yeah, they thought they could get over on you. Right, what that is, the wheel. Didn't I just say something about a model in a vehicle and the wheel just slipped out? Something about you being the empress. Didn't I tell you, know your worth? Know your worth. I'm telling you, somebody is glamorous. Something about this wheel. Right, victory, success, abundance, love, light. You give glamorous vibes. This is so beautiful. Somebody is so beautiful. Somebody can't handle you at your best. They don't deserve you at your worst. They couldn't handle you at your worst. Do you think they fuck with you when you at your best? Something about you being radical. Somebody say, I am radical. Something about this Aquarius. This Aquarius is radical, nigga. They don't give a fuck. Something about human. Somebody say, I'm only human. I'm only human. Who sang that song? Jeffrey? What was his name? Jeffrey Osborne? Who sang the song, I'm Only Human?
There are several songs titled I'm Only Human by different artists. Rag & Bone Man released a song called Human in 2016, which is often mistaken for I'm Only Human due to the repeated lyric. Christina Perri has a song
No, baby. I thought that was Jeffrey Osborne. Do Jeffrey Osborne have a song that say something about I'm Only Human?
Yes, Jeffrey Osborne has a song titled Only Human.
Thank you.
The lyrics include the line,
Stop.
oh baby, can't you see? I'm only human. Don't ask me for too much too fast.
Don't ask me for too much too fast. See, they only human. They got to know their worth. Something about being radical. Somebody say, I'm allowed to make mistakes. I told you from your 20s to your 30s, you should be learning. You should be learning yourself. You should not look outside yourself for nothing. Somebody is very radical. Somebody is radical. Somebody with the shits. So when I say that, I mean, it's giving Aquarius vibes again. Something about humanitarians, philanthropy, or again, something about Black Panther, okay? Something about, Huey P. Newton. Somebody Huey P. Newton. You know, he come from a small country town, Monroe, Louisiana, okay? So something about being radical and then bringing it to the West Coast. Something definitely about Black Panther and Frederick Seals. What his name? Seals. Again, something about this radical movement. Something about a movement. It won't be televised, baby. Somebody radical. Shit. Somebody do anything. Again, somebody will do anything to get to the top, too. All right? What's this radical movement? Something about a radical movement, though. Right. I just told you. King of Swords. That's a true. This King of Swords. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Somebody is very sharp, very, very, very imbalanced. Something about a Libra. Is that 11? 14. Oh, no. That's Sagittarius. This Sagittarius say the revolution won't be televised. Somebody Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and somebody Sagittarius. But somebody bring balance, all right? Red pill or blue pill. Okay, purple mean royalty, goddammit. Red and blue together is purple. Something about gang banging. Somebody wants you to use their energy for gang banging and other shit. You're like, I'm not on that. It's a red pill or blue pill. You in the matrix, baby. Something about this motherfucking matrix is crumbling. And somebody can't see it for what it is. But somebody else see it. Because somebody else like to party, bullshit, and have friends around and shit like that while you stand alone. I told you. Something about you standing alone, it bothers them more. Just because you won't conform to what society is doing and you won't follow the crowd, they mad at you. And then, you know what I'm saying? Something about them teaming up against you because you're radical. But it's just because you raw. And royalty don't come down. Royalty would never come off the motherfucking throne to go and hang with no motherfucking peasants. I wish I would. I wish I would come on my throne to play with a motherfucking peasant. You got me all the way fucked up. Yeah, that's why they making a break for it. Aquarius energy. Something about something somebody did. This King of Swords, Aquarius energy. Shit, a little birdie told me somebody got caught. Again, that's why they making a break for it. Because they know they going to get caught lying, stealing, and cheating because you loyal. They ain't think you was loyal, but you loyal. Something about nature, power, nature, energy, and you're fully conscious. Somebody say, you can't play on my motherfucking top because I'm conscious. Divine conscious at that. Shit. Right. King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody definitely tap the fuck in. This King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Shit, don't use my emotions to try to emotion me. Something about I won't absorb it. Something about absorbing what's not yours. Shit, you got the power, baby. Nature, energy. You're fully conscious. This King of Cups is fully conscious of what the fuck is going on. Spirit say, I got your back because I got you covered. Somebody say, I got you covered. Who got you covered? Who got you covered, King of Cups? Because somebody made a break for it. This Aquarius made a break for it because they know they were full of shit and they were lying. Shit, they got caught though. That's the thing. They got caught. They got caught because they like to hang around people and shit. Yeah, that's too many. But I got you covered. A High Priestess, Pisces, Capricorn, the Lovers, Gemini, and again Capricorn, ego. Somebody busted somebody ego up. Somebody bruised somebody fucking ego real bad. Somebody say, I got you covered. Capricorn, ego, High Priestess. Somebody know this. Somebody's very intuitive. This Capricorn or this Pisces, because something about lovers, something about working on it, putting in the work. Somebody put in this work. Somebody had to break the chain. Something about an ego base. Again, somebody was trying to do some magic. Somebody had some type of magic spell. Somebody under a spell. Somebody bound and chained. But Source say, I got your back. Spirit say, I got your back. Universe say, I got your back. Nature say, I got your back. I got you covered. Then I tell you, Three of Pentacles, Capricorn, Earth energy. Again, the High Priestess, Pisces energy. I got your back. I got your intuition got your back. Again, something about lovers. Lovers and friends. Oh, that's a good look, baby. Somebody say that's a good look, baby. Big energy shifts, portals are open. Shit, the retrograde is over. Go for what you know. The truth is coming out. Don't sell it. Don't sell it for no bullshit. Don't. Tough nut. Somebody says tough nut. That was a tough nut there. Shit, that's a tough nut to crack. Somebody say I know it, but get what? That motherfucker loyal. Shit. You know, somebody may be intimidated by you. Okay? But shit, right, 9 of Cups, you getting what you asked for. Then what that's what you dreamed of. You say this is what dreams are made of. This is what dreams are made of. Somebody that work hard. Somebody come home to a real wife. Not a motherfucking brawler. So say it'd rather be motherfucking that always complaining, talking shit, and all that shit to it. Yeah. Somebody was at a crossroad. They didn't know. Meet me at the crossroads. Somebody said, come to the crossroads. I'm gonna meet you at the crossroads. Maybe you had to meet up with somebody or something. Or something about meeting up with something definitely about 2 of Wands energy, right? Taking the next step. Somebody taking the next step to something, right? Because again, at first they was at a crossroad. They ain't know which way to go. But somebody put in some work. Somebody worked hard. 3 of Pentacles, Capricorn. Something about this lover, Gemini. Okay? Something about mutual. Again, something about marriage and love is all in here. It could be a spiritual marriage. All right? The High Priestess. Somebody knows. Something about Akashic Records. Somebody knows with this Pisces. Again, this is Pisces, 9 of Cups. A big energy shift. Portals are open. Something, everything you ask for, you're getting. Everything you ask for, you're finna get. Everything you ask for, you about to get. One more, and I'm out. All right? Y'all have a great one. I'm going to release your energy. Clean and calibrate. I call my power, energy, magic, and light back to me. Clean and calibrated. I release. Damn. 10 of Cups. Pisces energy. Can't make. You see how that bitch flipped out my hand? You hear the fireworks going off in the background? You hear it? You give me fireworks. Somebody named Alicia. Somebody key. Something that's the key to your transformation. Something about somebody very giving model vibes. Shit. Somebody is loyal. Somebody say, DJ Khaled, you loyal. Something about Khaled. I know that's real. Because guess who was radical? Guess who? Dr. Khalid Muhammad, goddammit. That's who was radical. And he was a what? A motherfucking Capricorn. All respect, all honor, ancestor, to the great ancestor who put in that work. Bobby Seals, Fred Hampton, and Huey P. Newton. All right, to all the ancestors that put in that work. Gratitude. Because again, those are your role models. While other people believing and waiting on people outside of themselves, you know that you had to put in that work for yourself with this transformation. That tower moment. Something had them foundation. Didn't they say portals are open? Big energy shifts. Portals are open. That foundation had to be shaken. That foundation wasn't solid. It had to come down. Something about the Tartarian Empire too. All right. Something definitely about your Akashic records. So I keep on getting this shit. I can't make this shit up. This was put out. You see it? I can't make it up. I ain't gonna make this shit up. All right. But I'm gonna get ready to get offline. Why she put that damn thing right behind my chair? But I'm gonna get offline. May everybody have a great one. I call my power, energy, magic, and light back to me, clean and calibrated. I release the collective. If it don't apply, let it fly. No evil eye, no negative energy, no low vibration. Nothing come to kill, steal, harm, or destroy my energy. I remove it. I return it, and I'm returning you your energy, and I'm calling back mine and my magic, my power, my light. And thank you. Gratitude. Have a great evening, great night. All right. Thank you. Namaste. I shall do no harm, but take no shit.